Hi friends, Evolving Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for following along with our collection journey. Today is our big Surging Sparks opening. With each new set, as part of our Master Set Challenge, we like to open one of each of the main series set products. So today we have the elusive ETB. We're going to talk about that and see how hard has it been for you to find these. I do have a build and battle kit. These released this past weekend. We have opened a couple of these on the channel. We opened these when they first were available as part of pre-release weekend, which is usually 2 weeks before set release, and then 2 weeks after set release, these become available again. We have one each of the single pack blisters. We also have one each of the 3-pack blisters. So that's what we're going to get into today. So, and we'll talk through as we go through this what each product is. And also, I'm really curious, if you are looking for Surging Sparks out there in the wild, are you having any luck? Of course, as we all know, if you're following the hobby at all, it has been really hard to find Surging Sparks. Not impossible, but definitely things, when they show up, they get snapped up pretty quickly. So first, we're opening the ETB, the Elite Trainer Box. As most of you know, this is a pretty staple product for a new series. It's going to have some goodies inside, including the set list, which is nice for some. So this is just the regular Elite Trainer box. There is a Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. It's sold out on the Pokemon Center right now. I did get a couple of those ordered, and usually I like to open one. But I don't know, with the prices the way they are and with demand the way it is, I actually kind of held off. I think I'm going to keep. I've tried to scale back. I used to try to buy a case of them, cases 4 of the Pokemon Center ETBs. I've tried to scale that back to just get 2, and I did get 2. The thought there is there's one to open and one to keep sealed, but I don't know, right now I think I'm going to keep both of them sealed. So that's really cool. I mean, I will say, it's got this great kind of hollow pattern, and you've got Pikachu, of course, is a fan favorite. So I can sort of understand, the hype about this set. And then if you look inside, I'll pull my camera back here. We've got the box, this kind of placeholder that kind of gives it the height. It's not actually how tall the box itself is, so we'll set that here off to the side. And then inside, you do get a brick. It's not a full brick of energy. You get this pack of energies, so those are helpful for playing the TCG. They're not valuable in and of themselves. You have the set sleeves. Oh, I haven't seen these yet. You can see they have actually no character on them. That's really interesting. They went with just the kind of lightning symbol. That is cool, though. And then we'll rip into this in a second. You get the promo card, not the stamped promo card. The Pokemon Center exclusive ETB has a stamped version of this card that has the Pokemon Center stamp on it. And we'll open that up in a second. You get the dice and the damage counters. That is a cool looking die, as die go, I guess. You get the burn and poison markers that you can use for the TCG. And then we should, in the regular one, I think we get, I think it's 9 packs, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so the Pokemon Center exclusive ETB has 11 packs, so it costs a little bit more. You get the extra packs, and then the real reason to hustle for the Pokemon Center ETB is you get the stamped promo card, which is only available in the Pokemon Center ETB. So I'll put the box back together here. Again, we'll move some of these things out of the way. We do get this. This is the Player's Guide, which has a little bit about the set itself at the front. It highlights some of the cards, and then toward the back is what most people like. It has this full set list, card by card, actually pictures of each card. And so some people use this as the way that they keep track of their master set, which is cool. And then you can see, again, all the cards. There's that Pikachu, which everyone is after. And so I like to keep, if possible, I like to get one of these for each set just to keep, just as kind of a remembrance, I guess, of that set. So I'll hold on to that. I won't mark in mine. And yeah, so it has this. It used to be the Pokemon Center ETBs didn't have a unique promo card back in the Sword and Shield block, starting, I think, with Scarlet and Violet. They add this. You can get, now here are the dividers. They put them inside. That's probably good to protect the promo card It's a nice backing. You get the the code card for the product, for the ETB product. And then, again, it's a very cool promo. You can see it's by the same artist who did like the Giratina alt art from Lost Origin. And then the Pokemon Center one, that one is going to have much more value over time. But anyway, again, I didn't want to crack into my exclusive ETBs because I think, you know, they're off the shelf. Those are pretty, you know, are pretty valuable. So I'll hold on to those sealed for now. Maybe I'll crack into one of them eventually. I do like to have that promo for my binder, but anyway, and now we have these packs. So we are gonna open the packs today and see how we do. I'm curious. I guess the first question is, are you finding, especially ETBs? So I was out looking over the weekend before this video is going up, and to see if just what I could find on the store shelves. And I actually did really need this ETB. All right, nothing in that pack. So, and I could not find an ETB. It really is kind of, I mean, I don't know. What do you think about Surging Sparks? I mean, the demand has been very, very high. And I don't know if like it's genuine demand. I mean, I do think that there's obviously this phenomenon where, you know, the perception of scarcity creates scarcity because people go out and like grab things. I mean, I think probably the demand is genuinely higher for this set than it has been for previous sets, but I also wonder if there's some element of people kind of perceive there's demand, and so especially, I don't want to blame it all on, hey, nice, Titan, we don't have this. This is an illustration rare. Very cool, so that's a hit. I'm in Tapu Koko, so we got our first hit. We'll set this one in front here. So I do think, you know, if people who do either want to keep them sealed, you know, genuine collectors who think, hey, this is an investment opportunity, these are really valuable off the shelves, and even the minute you purchase it, if you can get it for MSRP, it's going to be worth more. So perhaps a lot of collectors are actually like stocking up a bit on this set, but also there probably is a little bit of reselling happening as well. But anyway, it just creates this, you know, this perception of scarcity creates an actual scarcity. And, you know, that can be frustrating if you're just going out like this weekend. I just wanted an ETB to open for this video. I have the two Pokemon Center ones, like I mentioned, that I already ordered. A Scavalion. There's a double rare hit. So I have the two Pokemon Centers. I'm going to maybe hold on to those. So I thought, well, I need a regular ETB for the channel. And I did actually order two off Amazon. They occasionally come in and out of stock at under MSRP on Amazon, and I have Amazon points actually. So I saw they came into stock recently under $50, and I grabbed two, and because I had a ton of Amazon points built up, I actually only paid about $40 for the two of them, which is pretty great. So I think even with a set that's hot like this, there are ways, if you're kind of keeping your eyes and ears open, you can find things. So definitely I would say, you know, be patient. Don't pay way above MSRP for these. And but I can understand it's frustrating if you really want one of these. So again, I was out yesterday. I went to my local game stores. They did not have any ETBs. They were all sold out. And I don't know what they were asking. I know some local game stores are, you know, they have different philosophies. Some of them charge the same as they always do, regardless of the demand. And some of them, if they perceive that there's high demand, they will jack up the prices. And I understand their margins are thin, and I'm trying not to be too judgy, but, you know, I'm not going to pay way over MSRP for, you know, a product that's like a current product. All right, Megaton Blower, we've got an A-Spec card. We do, I think, need this one. We still have quite a few A-Specs in this set that we need, so that is a hit. And Landorus. So I understand if local game stores, I mean, they do what they have to do, and the customers can respond. And if you want to say, you know, if customers will pay way above MSRP for, like, this is like the current main series set, so it just seems silly that, like, this is the current set that we're supposed to be, the Pokemon company wants us to be opening, and if it makes it really unattainable for people to upcharge so much. So anyway, the big box stores, those are ones that, you know, you're taking a bit more of a chance if you happen to know, like, when your Targets or Walmarts get restocked. Some people do, like, follow it that closely, and they can swoop in. I did not have any luck yesterday. I checked a lot of places yesterday, including I have some out-of-the-way places that I'm that are a little less well known, like Barnes and Noble, I think sometimes gets overlooked as a place that can have quite a bit of product. Also in our area, there's a couple grocery store chains that actually carry Pokemon products, and often I think people don't know or don't think to hustle there. So I went even to those and did not find any at Barnes. I did not find any at the grocery store that I kind of thought I would. So in the end, I went to a different local game store. I sort of have this ace in the hole where I live. There's I think I've mentioned it on the channel before. There's a, hey, a Durazna, I think. I'm assuming this is just the ultra rare and not the special illustration rare. I don't actually know if there's a special illustration rare Durazna in this set. But we're getting, our hits are pretty good. We've gotten 4 hits. There's 9 packs. So, you know, if we get 4 to 5 hits, I mean, that's, well, we've already gotten 4. So that's roughly half of the packs had hits, which is good. We still have 2 packs to go. So nothing like so crazy. We've gotten, well, we'll get those a little more in view. I mean, of course, a hyper rare special illustration rare would be great. But anyway, yeah, I've mentioned before, there's a sports card store in my area that also does Pokemon. Their number one thing, and he's even told me that, is they just, you know, the Pokemon is really just like a loss leader to get people in the door, and maybe for kids the kids of the dads and parents who are in there for sports cards. But so he really doesn't give a lot of attention to it. He charges, I mean, he just wants to move it through the store. He's not about like upcharging it significantly. So that was my last stop because I kind of had hope that he would have it, and in fact he did have Surging Sparks. I think he's out of booster boxes, or there weren't any out, but he did have plenty of ETBs, and he just charged $40 for them, which is pretty amazing in this moment when MSRP is 10 over, and then again, because of the demand of this set, it's probably really hard to find anything. So I was pretty lucky. That's kind of my ace in the hole locally, but he came through for me at a time when I really wanted this for the channel. I really wanted to record today. All right, so we got 4 hits out of 9 packs. That's pretty good. No crazy hits. We got, again, 1 ace spec, 1 ultra rare, 1 double rare, and 1 illustration rare. So that is the Elite Trainer box. So those are going to be, I feel like ETBs in the long run are going to be plentiful, but you just have to kind of wait. It don't have FOMO. I mean, if you really need one, like probably not too many people are needing one for like recording videos like I'm doing, but if you can hold off, I think keep your eyes open. There are some Twitter folks I follow who do a good job like letting folks know when there's, especially Amazon, Target. I don't know, just if you keep your eyes and ears open and have a little luck maybe along the way, I think getting, especially if you just want one, you know, to open, then it's probably not going to be too bad. Don't FOMO too much. If you need one for a gift or something, there's still quite a bit of time till get the Fuecoco. So this is the single pack blisters, but that's the ETB. Let me know if you're having luck. That was the one product that I really was having trouble finding. I mean, I think the single pack and 3-pack blisters can also be hard to find, but those I wasn't really focusing on those. So yeah, I think it's funny with Surging Sparks. I was going to say this really reminds me in some ways of the pandemic, like when I got into collecting, and really it just was hard to find product. You would go to stores and just they'd be wiped out time after time after time, and then you just, that one time that you find anything was just like, I mean, there was some fun in the chase, but it was frustrating at times. And now we're in this, you know, the last few years we've been in this moment where, you know, stores are usually like, you know, pretty loaded with stuff. And I think what's funny with Surging Sparks is that Surging Sparks is the desired thing. Like when I went around to GameStops and other stores yesterday, they had other things. They had collection boxes. They had Stellar Crown ETBs. They had Shrouded Fable ETBs. But just the Surging Sparks was the thing that was really hard to find. So in any way, so we are on now to the single pack blisters. I like to open at least one of these for each set because these are Black Star promos, and I keep a separate binder for the Black Star promos, and so that is something that we do need for the master set. They come with 1 code card, they come with a coin, and they come with 1 pack, like this pack. So probably not a reason. I feel like retail these is $5.99, so that's a little more than you'd pay for a single pack. But again, with Surging Sparks, it's hard to find them in stock anywhere. So I suppose it's not terrible to pay $6 because you also get the promo card if you're collecting those. So we do get this one pack. We'll see if we can pull anything good. I think with these products with just 1 or 2 or 3 packs, like you're just, every pack you open, you have a chance. It's like a lottery ticket. The chances of pulling any particular card or getting a hit are not like so high. Nothing in that pack. But, again, it's kind of like your lottery ticket. And again, I think what's funny with Surging Sparks is, of course, with any collectible, like there's a bit of, I don't know, smoke and mirrors with it all, right? Like things are only valuable because, people are willing to pay what they're willing to pay because like people say they're valuable, because people have been convinced that they're valuable. So here we've got the other Whooper 155, so our second Black Star promo. Oh, I just bumped Dresna out of the way. Yeah, but, with Surging Sparks, when you just think about the set itself, it's kind of a normal set. I think pull rates are going to be similar to previous sets. It does have the Pikachu chase card, and I think a lot of people have pointed out. I mean, I don't know, is any chase card, like, it's a chase card because people say it's a chase card. I mean, I get that Pikachu is a very popular Pokemon, so it makes sense. I think we all knew when this set was announced that the Pikachu was going to be, the Pikachu Special Illustration Rare was going to be the chase card because it's the most popular Pokemon on, or one of the most popular Pokemon on a card that's really hard to pull, or at least relatively hard to pull. Oh, nice. Oh, the Latios. I think this is the most valuable illustration rare in the set. That is pretty cool. I'm judging by the number 2, the low 200s. I think this is illustration rare, not SIR. The SIRs are in the 230s, I think, for this set. But the Latios, if I'm not mistaken, is the most valuable the most valuable illustration rare. So that is a nice hit. Wow, look at us. And this is just from a single pack blister. We'll put it up there. That is really exciting. Well, we got a really nice hit. We'll have to double check afterwards. But yeah, that's a pretty huge hit. Very good for us. Pat on back, as Leonhardt would say. All right, so we got the 3-pack blisters. But anyway, just saying, like, this set, it's a little funny that, I mean, it is valuable because people want it. And again, I think there's probably just a little bit of self-reinforcing or self-fulfilling prophecy where there's a perception of desire from among others. And so then that brings out people who are hustling a little bit more. Like I said, probably some collectors who are genuinely just like saying, hey, this is a cool set and it's going to be valuable into the future. All right, we will toss that. All right, Black Star promo. Again, another one that we need. We can just put it wherever. Maybe I should sleeve up that Latios because it is a pretty cool pull. Nice job. So the 3-pack blisters, again, you get the 3. Again, I like at least opening one of these. As far as a pack per, I mean, what's interesting on the pack value these days, because Surging Sparks is so desired, I mean, booster boxes are just like, I think they're already over $200. And so, actually, I mean, if you can find one and you want to hold on to it, I think, as a collector or investor, that could make some sense. But what's funny is that, usually a booster box is the way to go, just because, you can usually get a booster box for much under MSRP, and then you're paying less per pack than you are in most of the main series set products. But in a case like this, where the booster boxes are well over $200, then you're paying like $5 or $6 a pack, which makes it actually not as good of a value if your plan is to open things. And so this is a set where it actually probably makes more sense to try to find these other ancillary products. The 3-pack blisters, if you can get those for around MSRP, you get 3 packs, and the promo for $13.99, so you're paying a little bit more than MSRP per pack, but and these might not be marked up quite as much, I don't know. So yeah, I think, at this point, if you can never find a booster box, you're probably, and you can afford it. I mean, I wouldn't pay that much for a booster box, but if you want one to collect, then you can hold on to that. Or if you find one for anywhere near MSRP these days and you want to put out the money for that, then, that's something you would want to actually hold on to. And then, if you want to rip packs, then find other products like the Build and Battle Kits, which we'll look at in a second, is actually a pretty good product for that, I think. Those tend to be less desired in general, and so even if you can get it for MSRP, maybe it's less likely that those are going to be marked up. So this is our third and final pack from this 3-pack. Nothing yet. And it looks like, oh nice, a Hydreigon EX. This is the ultra rare. I think the Hydreigon SIR is one of the more valuable cards, but this is still, so maybe the Hydreigon EX ultra rare is not a bad, I don't know what the value is. I mean, it's a card we need, so of course pulling anything we need for the set is great. We're working on a master set, trying to have one of every card. Anything we can pull, especially that's valuable, is something we don't have to buy later, which really helps. And the Pikachu, I mean, who knows? I don't know if I'm ever going to pay $400 or $500 for, you know, a card, but especially a card that, I don't know, it's not, again, it's just like, it's Pikachu, I get it, but I think a lot of people have pointed out it's not like it's particularly striking artwork and people aren't in love with it. So the last thing we're going to, well, we have 2 more things to open. We have, I wish they would make these a little easier to open. It's just sometimes it's kind of hard to get in there. All right, Quagsire, again, Black Star promos. So we've gotten 4 Black Star promos. We got each of the single pack blisters and each of the 3-pack blisters. We need those for our master set of the Scarlet and Violet promo cards. And then we get 3 more packs of Surging Sparks to open. There are now a few products that have come out that have Surging Sparks inside, so that's something else you could look at. We have, there's 3 collection boxes that came out recently, so those would be good. Again, if you want some Surging Sparks packs, the trouble with those is that it's not only Surging Sparks packs, so you're going to be paying for other packs as well. It's always fun to open packs, but just on a pack per value basis. I mean, you're not getting all Surging Sparks, but you can decide if that's like worth it for you. Magnemite and... all right. Oh, something's sticking. All right. Actually, this is a more... we have this already. We've pulled it, but if I recall, this is actually a pretty valuable... I mean, as double rares go, a pretty valuable double rare. So that is a good one to pull. So we've done pretty well. It's hard to kind of do it in real time, like totaling it up. And also there's just the issue of... you know, I think in terms often of like, what do you expect to get in a booster box? 36 packs. You know, our experience has been you get 6 double rares per booster box, you get 3 illustration rares, 3 ultra rares on average, you get 2 A specs, and then you are just kind of you cross your fingers and hope that you get a special illustration rare, hyper rare, usually one every 2 booster boxes or so, but it's not guaranteed for sure. Like we went with Stellar Crown, we never, you know, we opened well over 100 packs of Stellar Crown and never pulled a single special illustration rare or a single hyper rare. So it's definitely not guaranteed. We opened the equivalent of like 3 or 4 booster boxes and never pulled one. So you never know. We've already pulled one with Surging Sparks. If you've watched the channel, go back and watch. We have opened 2 booster boxes on the channel to kind of get us started on our master set challenge. And so you can see how we're doing. I did that actually. I just got too busy and wasn't able to do a Tally Thursday video last week. But you can go back and watch the last 2 Mondays to see our openings. Oh, Tapu Koko. Okay. So we did get 1 hit out of those 3 packs. We got the Cerulege EX, which is a good double rare, but just a double rare. All right, our last product is the Build and Battle Kits. Again, these are an interesting product because they first come out. They're available only at pre-release events 2 weeks before set release. So in this case, set release was November 8th, so 2 weeks before at local game stores that are authorized to run pre-release tournaments. They get to give these out. So you get one of these as part of a pre-release tournament. And then I think they can make them, or I don't know the rules. They can maybe make them, if there are any extras, they can make them available. And then they actually don't come out until 2 weeks after release, which was just this past weekend. So we had to wait 2 weeks. Now, again, most people don't really chase after these. They have 4 packs and a pre-release deck inside. They do have this set list as well. Hey, Magneton. So I do collect sealed. So they come with these. They have the stamped. These are Black Star promos. There's 4 variants of these. And so, you know, that is one reason to get these. And the rest of this is just a playable pack playable deck for the pre-release tournaments. I really like these just as a product I collect. I try to get 1 each sealed, and then I do want 1 each loose card. In Magneton, we opened 2 of these, and we got Indeedee for both of them. The Indeedee, one of these. So So Magneton is one we needed, so that's great. And then you do get the 4 packs here. So our last 4 packs, we've done pretty well. I think, actually, again, the Latios is a really big one, if it's the one I think it is. So I feel pretty good about our opening. But, you know, fingers crossed, again, every one you open, there's just that chance, right? I mean, the Pikachu card, of course, is the chase card. And any special illustration rare, hyper rare would be cool. And, of course, the Pikachu hyper rare, I think, is also one of the more valuable cards. So we have not pulled any hyper rares in Surging Sparks yet. So let me know how you're experiencing Surging Sparks. Again, I would say, you know, it's fun to open a new set. And, you know, I will say in some ways it was a little nostalgic for me to be hunting for Surging Sparks. Just knowing that it's really hard to find. And if you find it, you're kind of lucky, and you might have your special ways that you find it, or special places that you look that maybe not everyone else is checking, kind of like I do. But yeah, but I don't know. It is kind of weird just that we're just only 2 weeks into this set, and the prices on products on the secondary market are a little crazy. And, you know, it's just an average collector. If you just wanted to go out and buy an ETB of the newest set for like your kid for upcoming Christmas, it would be like pretty difficult to find, and especially to find for maybe a reasonable price unless you're just lucky. But again, keep your eyes out. I think like places like Target and Walmart and Amazon will often have them come into stock at regular price, or even sometimes below regular price. There are some Twitter handles that you can follow. I think it's Pokemon Drops TCG and Pokemon TCG Drops or something like that. There's a couple that I follow. Hey, Sfeel, we don't have this one, I don't think. So illustration rare. And what's funny on the demand of this set is that, you know, I mean, besides the Pikachu, which obviously is the chase, it's not like the set is that different or that much more amazing. I mean, I think like Evolving Skies just had all those amazing alt arts. I think this set is just like all other Scarlet Violet sets. It has a handful of special illustration rares that are cool, but the Pikachu isn't even a particularly beautiful card in my opinion. So just the fact that people are going so crazy, I think it's more just like that there's the perception of rarity or scarcity, and so people snap up what they can when they see it. Hopefully people are restraining themselves. But anyway, we'll see. Let me know your experience. This is our last pack, so let's see. Do we get anything as we send off? You can see we did, I think, pretty well. We got the Black Star promos we wanted. We got the Latios as our big pull, the Latios illustration rare, a few other decent cards in there. We'll kind of sit down and total it up. So first reverse slot, second reverse slot, and Flamigo, we did get a double rare. All right, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your experience in the comments about Surging Sparks, and check back to the channel for more videos soon.